is something to. Can we be real for a minute? Doing live video and video in general can be difficult, especially in 2020. How's it going? Welcome to my channel. My name is Monty Weaver, and I'm here to help you navigate through digital, tech, and social media. If we haven't met yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that bell notification if you want to have assistance in any of those three areas. Now, in this video, I want to talk about connecting with your audience, especially when it comes to video. You know, 2020 has been a year like none other. Everybody is consuming more content, and that means more video. And so now it's your job, it's your opportunity to leverage the power of video. And there's no other place that you really want to focus in on right now than social media. I mean, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, there's so many different outlets that are available to you that are free and allow you to use video to communicate your message to your audience. And so I want to know what industry you're in, because below this video, I'm going to go through the description, I'm going to go through the chat, and I want to give you all some feedback, give you some ideas to help you leverage video. Because coming up with content, coming up with things to say can take a little bit of work. It can be challenging to some of you all. I know I'm in this space and I'm trying to create YouTube videos and Facebook videos, and sometimes you run out of things that you might say, or you feel like it's not that important. But I want to erase that myth, because your audience is really there for you. Not so much your product, not so much your service or your business opportunity. They're showing up on a regular basis just to see you, to hear what you have to say. And so it's just simply going to be your job to communicate with them. And with video, it's a lot different than having that in-person experience. And that's what I want to focus in on this particular video. You know, we were used to congregating together in churches. We're used to going to conferences. Heck, we're used to just hanging out with our friends and family whenever we feel like it. But right now, with so many people being on lockdown mode, some people not even wanting to come out of the house, we need to communicate better through video. Now, if you use Facebook Live, I'm gonna pick on you for a little bit, but hopefully I can help encourage you to make your lives just a little bit more engaging, because one of the places that people love to go right now is on Facebook. And so it's an avenue that you really can connect with your friends and your family. And some of you all have people that you don't necessarily know yet, but you're connected on the platform. So what you want to do, especially on video, is make sure that you acknowledge your audience. You know, recently I've gone through a couple Facebook friends and kind of just jumped there in the live feeds to support, but never in their video do they acknowledge the audience, especially if you're trying to grow. You know, if there's 2 or 3 people there, you want to make sure you just say, "Hi, I see you there." Leave a comment. Don't just bypass the fact that someone took time out of their day, stopped on your live broadcast and was watching you. They were supporting you. They wanted to hear what it is that you had to say. You know, we're in a fast-paced world as it is, and because more people are on video, it's a lot easier to scroll right past you. So the people that do stop, make sure you acknowledge them. Make sure you say thank you for showing up on the video. Now, one of the things that I like to do personally is I don't really have a canned type of message or something I just have to say on video. You know, sometimes people do presentations or they do some type of lecture on live. But if there's somebody that comes into my live feed, I really don't have a problem with kind of tailoring my content for them, because they're the one that stopped. They're the one that came onto my news feed or my broadcast. And so I want to pay attention to them. I want to give them my full attention. So not bypassing the fact that someone stopped and came onto your feed is something you really want to pay attention to. Now on YouTube, that's a great platform as well. I am loving you all on YouTube. You know, I'm learning YouTube as well. And so everything I tell you about this particular platform is really coming from my experience. So if you're on YouTube, below this video, leave me a link to your channel so I can definitely check it out. But on YouTube, your audience is different. They're not necessarily going to be friends and family that you know. Quite frankly, 99.9% of you all, I will never have a conversation with. And so for me to communicate to you can only be done through this lens, through this camera. And it is quite awkward to talk to a camera lens and not get that live interaction back and forth, that acknowledgement of what I'm saying you either agree with or disagree with, or maybe you have a question. You know, it's difficult to communicate through this means. So how can we improve upon it? You know, one of the things that I do in these videos is I try to ask you all questions. If you have a question, if there's something you want to see, make sure you type it below the video. You know, that way it does spark that conversation to continue to develop these relationships in this virtual manner that we're now living in. Being able to communicate with your audience virtually is a skill set. It is something that you're going to have to learn, but don't get overwhelmed by it, especially if you're already doing video, because half the battle is already won. You're already ahead of everybody else that's not even willing to turn on the camera and hit the record button or hit the live button. And so now it's just a matter of kind of tweaking it just a little bit, paying attention to who shows up on your broadcast and being able to have that conversation with them. And that can easily be switched over to Zoom, probably the most popular platform right now for live interaction. So I wanted to just give you some ideas, give you some tips, give you a strategy of how you can just engage better when it comes to video. Because if people feel like you're talking to them, they're more apt to stay longer and have that communication back with you. I hope you got some value from this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And if you're struggling with communicating and growing your live audience, let me know. I want to check out your channels. That way I can give you some feedback to help you grow. My name is Monty Weaver. I hope you got some value from this video, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.